In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix inner leg pain for good. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to focus on quick inner thigh pain relief by specifically targeting groin and adductor muscles. If you're unfamiliar with the adductor, it is a big instigator of inner or medial thigh pain. So with these exercises, they're going to focus on lengthening the muscles for quick pain relief, but also helping to strengthen them at the same time. So hopefully you'll also get rid of it for good. All of the exercises work just a little bit differently, so to get the best results, go through them all and use what offers you the most amount of relief. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home, require no special equipment, and you may find give quick inner thigh pain relief even in as little as 30 seconds. So let's get started and fix that inner leg pain for good right now. So here's a really easy exercise that you can do in bed or on a floor. I call this the inner leg arc. I'm going to position my body where I'm lying on my side with the painful side on the bottom. You want your body in a nice straight line. Take your top leg, bend your knee, and then take the foot, place it right in front of the bottom side's knee. Press down with this foot too for a stable anchor point. You can take your hand, support your head and upper body just like this. So let's double check and make sure that our body is in a nice straight line. So I'm going to press down with my foot, and now I'm going to slowly keep this bottom leg straight as possible and raise my foot upward towards the ceiling as much as I can. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel a deep activation into those inner leg muscles. Go up as far as you can. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather. On the next repetition, challenge yourself to go up even more. You want to try to repeat this 10 to 15 times. Afterwards, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or two. But let's take this one to the next level by putting the muscles through different motions and positions to get a little bit of a better activation of those muscles. So what I'm going to do is take my top leg right here and place the foot right behind my knee this time. And then I'm going to keep this leg straight again, but I'm going to angle it out just slightly. And then from there, I'm going to repeat this process. You'll notice that those muscles just fire a little bit differently. It's going to help strengthen them even more. So what I'm going to do is try to create a huge arc, just going out slightly with each repetition until I can't go out any further. When you can't go out any further, then go in reverse and repeat this process for about 2 to 3 times. You'll notice that one certain angle too, like let's say right here, just hits those muscles the best. I'm really noticing the most amount of activation. I'm going to make note of that and throw more repetitions in. Always focus on the spots, positions, and movements that offer you the most amount of relief. So here's how you can get inner leg pain relief standing. What I'm going to do is have very good upright posture. Take your hands, place them together, kind of like in a prayer position, and then press them together while tightening your core. From there, you're going to take one step off to your side just like this, and then lunge your body weight into that step while keeping this other leg right here straight at the knee. The more that you lunge over, the more that you're going to feel a deep activation into those inner leg muscles. Try to hold this one comfortably for about 2 to 3 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax and then repeat on the other side. You want to do this one nice and slow for about 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. And with each repetition, challenge yourself to build into it just a little bit more. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or two. You know that I like taking things to the next level, so let's throw some dynamic movement in there to hit the muscles just a little bit more. What I'm going to be using is something that will glide on the floor. So I have carpeted floors here. You can use something like a paper plate, a piece of cardboard. I'm going to be using a furniture mover. If you have hardwood floors or smooth floors, you can just use socks or a towel. So what I'm going to do is place this object right underneath one foot. The other leg is going to go bent slightly at the knee. Let's have very good upright posture. This one you can put your hands on your hips or you can put them in that prayer position. Just make sure to tighten your core for stability during this exercise. So the leg that has the slider underneath it is going to go straight. This leg is going to go slightly bent until I feel the muscles in the back of my leg start to activate. And then from there, I'm just going to glide forward as much as I can. And then when I can't go any further, I'm going to come back and then I'm just going to go slightly off to my side. We call this one a star glider. So you just keep doing this, kind of like in a nice big arc. When you get off to your side right here, what I'm going to do is go all the way out until I really feel those muscles in the inner part of the leg start to fire. Come back and then start to work behind me. But I try to do this whole arc right here, nice and slow. When I can't go back any further, I just go back in reverse, just like this, and work my way back forward. With this one, you're going to notice that one certain angle really hits that spot in the inner part of the leg just a little bit better. Like let's say it's right here for me. Make note of that. At that point, you want to throw more repetitions in. I try to do this one for about 5 to 10 times, just nice and slowly. And then when you're done with that, always switch to the other side to keep them both in balance. Here's a hip, inner thigh, and groin opener called the Adductor Rocker. This one is best done on a floor. Make sure to use a pillow or towel underneath your knees for this one too for extra comfort. So let's start on all fours just like this. What I'm going to do is put my feet together and then just wing my knees out as much as I can. Keep going until you feel a very deep activation of the muscles in the inner part of the leg going into the groin. From there, what I'm going to do is then go on my forearms just like this. So my forearms are in a V shape. I clasp my hands together. And at that point, I'm going to tuck my chin towards my chest, tighten my core, try to keep my back as straight as possible. And then I'm going to rock my whole body backward towards my heels. So kind of like taking my butt towards my heels. The further that you go back, the more that you're going to feel those muscles start to fire. Try to hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. From there, you can just come back up, and then what you're going to do is go forward as much as you can. You'll notice that the muscles get hit just a little bit differently. Again, a 5-second hold. From there, relax. On the next repetition, try to drive the knees out even further, and repeat this process 10 to 15 times. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or 2. If you want to take this one to the next level, what I'm going to do is go back on all fours just like this. Have my legs roughly hip width apart, but you're going to take one leg, straighten it out just like this, straight away from you. And you're just going to crawl the foot away from you until you feel a very deep activation in the inner part of the thigh going towards the groin. From there, the movement is pretty similar. Let's tuck our chin towards our chest, keep our back straight, tighten our core, rock our whole body backward. This time around, you're going to get a very deep stretch into that inner thigh. Hold this one for about 5 seconds, relax, and then you can repeat this one 10 to 15 times. Again, you can throw in as many sets as needed. But when you're done on one side, just switch to the other to keep them both in balance. This exercise is called the adductor wall slide. We just need to go next to a smooth wall. I'm going to start lying on my side with my painful side up towards the ceiling and scoot your whole body close to the wall as possible. Take your hands, support your head just like this. So the bottom leg is going to go bent at the knee. Take your foot right here, press into the wall for a stable anchor point during this exercise. The top leg right here is going to be kept straight at the knee. Take the heel on the top leg, press it into the wall, and slowly raise that leg upward as much as you can. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel a deep activation into the adductors and the inner leg muscles. When you can't go any further, hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. From there, we're going to slowly come down and fight this leg weight to hit the muscles just a little bit differently. You can take a breather at that point. On the next repetition, challenge yourself to drive that leg up even more. Do this for 10 to 15 complete repetitions. If you want to take this one to the next level, what you can do as you go up, turn your foot outwards. It puts the muscles into a different position to help challenge them even further. So when you go up, really drive that foot outward as much as you can, and then slowly come back down. Give that one a try. But if you want to take this one to even the next level, So what you're going to do is just scoot away from the wall so now you don't have the support of it. Your muscles are going to be challenged even more. And then give this one a try. Just nice and slowly, and you can also do that movement of taking the foot outwards. But 10 to 15 repetitions, and if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or two. And whatever you do on one side, switch to the other to keep them both in balance. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.